Okay, sorry, I'm wiping the foundation off my lips because it was looking like super crusty and gross. Anyways, for today's eye look, I'm going to be playing with the new ColourPop single eyeshadows, which I am so excited to play with because these were sent to me like the past 2 weeks, I would say, and thank you ColourPop for sending me these. They're so pretty. These are just the neutrals. These are not like the whole collection, but I put the neutrals in a palette, of course. You know me, I was so excited about the colors. And I swatched them like 2 nights ago and was like, whoa, like the pigmentation, they seemed so pigmented and so creamy. So I'm really excited to actually like use them today and give them a go and see how they apply. I'm gonna start off with the lightest matte brown, and this is in the shade Wake Up Call. I'm just gonna apply that to my crease area with a fluffy brush. I'm gonna zoom you in. I'm just going to place this right in that outer corner and then just dust it in this whole crease area. I'm not really going too much into the inner corner. I'm staying more out here. And then once I basically have nothing left on my brush, that's when I'll just like slightly swoop it in this area. All right, now I'm gonna pick up Note to Self, which is a little bit deeper and more of like a caramel brown. This color is so pretty. I'm just gonna layer that right over top of what we just did, but just packing it on this lower crease a little bit more, not lower crease, sorry, outer corner of the lid a little bit more, just to deepen that up and then swoop it up into the crease. All right, now I'm gonna pick up this really dark kind of neutral brown, and this is in the shade Cloud 9. I got eyeshadow all over myself, and on a small definer brush like this guy right here, I'm going to just put that on the upper lash line. I want this to be the darkest on the outer portion of the eye, and so once I get to the center and the inner corner, I'm gonna go really, really lightly because I don't want it to be as pigmented in that area. I basically have nothing left on my brush right now, and I'm just kind of going over it, just flickering it. I'm putting a little bit more on my brush and just slightly going upward, and now we're gonna go back and forth. Okay, so just a quick note, as I'm applying my eyeshadow, I'm noticing that this new Estee Lauder concealer that I tried is breaking up in my under eye. It's not super bad, but Tarte Shape Tape would not be doing this to me. All right, and now for the lid, I'm gonna go in with some shimmer so we can make this very feminine and dainty and girly. And I'm going to be using You Know the Drill. And I'm also going to mix it with Let Me Explain because I like them both. This one's like a little bit darker of a champagne and this one's like a lighter champagne. So I'm gonna mix them together and apply those to the lid. Okay, yes. These are pretty nice. I'm gonna take a little bit more of that dark brown and pop it on this lash line because that shimmery color just covered a lot of it up, which is fine that it covered some of it up, but I just wanna make sure that we have a little definition in there. I'm gonna take a little precision brush like this. I have been obsessed with little brushes recently just to get nice and tight into certain areas. And I'm going to just take that dark brown and just emphasize a little bit of it and just make sure that this outer area, not taking it up high, nice and low, is just gonna make sure that it's got like a oomph. I'm gonna make sure that like this really lower outer corner, just right here, not up in the crease, but just super low, just has that depth. See on this eye how it doesn't have like a lot of depth right there? Which is fine if you want to keep it soft like that, but I just want to get in there and make sure that just that outer corner is nice and dark, just for like a little bit of like a sexier, more smoldering, sultry look. I'm just going back in with a little bit more of those browns that I used before. I'm just going to make sure that we have no harsh lines. So for my lower lash line, I'm going to take that same dark brown shade that I've been using basically the whole time, and I'm going to just lightly put it just on the outer corner for this moment. Picking up those light brown mattes, I'm going to just blend this out with a fluffy brush. I'm gonna apply some mascara now so that my lashes are nice and black. I'm using the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black. I'm gonna be using my favorite lashes. Of course, I'm obsessed with them right now, and they are the Intoxicating Lashes by Flutter. Oh my gosh. They are Drama Llama, which is why I love them. They just make any look so just sassy and flirty. I'm obsessed, but they are dramatic. So don't buy these unless you want the drama. I am so frustrated at my under eye right now from this concealer. I do not like it. Like, it is breaking up so bad. I'm trying to like add some powder under there to like stop the breakage and maybe give some coverage back, but it's like, oh no, I am not happy with it. All right, time to put some mascara on my lower lashes. I'm gonna be using the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash. It's such a long name for a mascara. So now moving on to the face, I'm going to be contouring using the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow palette. It looks like this. I know I've used the highlight before, but I don't think I've ever actually used this like bronzing, sculpting shade. So let's hope it looks pretty. I'm always really scared to try new contour colors. I don't know, it's just something that I'm afraid of because it's like the whole face is basically done at this point, and if you put on a contour color that's like super muddy or just too red or just not your color, you're just like, damn it! Like, I don't know, I get really nervous. I feel like that's why I really like to stick with my bronzer and contours. Like, I'm very devoted and I never want to like step outside the box, so it's very hard for me to try new things. Okay, this is a pretty color. This is pretty! Yay! Definitely has a little bit of a red undertone on me, which I don't typically love. Do you see all that texture right there? What's going on with me? For blush, I'm going to be using Becca Cosmetics Flower Child. I want my cheeks definitely to have like a pink blushing, very girly. Big brush, and what I'm going to do is basically just dust this almost